You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. Excited for Balanced Life Chiropractic. We do a little program with them each week called Back to the Basics in Healthcare. And we're going to be chatting with Dr. Harley coming away here in just a moment. Also want to remind you, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but there's a rummage sale coming up for the American Legion in Sioux Falls. And if you'd like to learn more about that, I actually have the information on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we have Dr. Harley joining us. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Well, hey, John, I'm doing great. Man, are we already into summer?
It's like somebody turned up the heat out there. It's getting hot, and people can have like heat exhaustion and heat strokes and just, getting dehydrated. So this is a time of year that you need to pay attention to that.
Right. So I kind of just want to touch on making sure that you're staying weather aware, staying heat aware. Try to do all of your activities, outside activities in the morning or in the late evenings if you can. If you're going to be out during the heat of the day, make sure you are drinking enough water. You should be drinking, half your body weight in ounces or like a minimum of 64 fluid ounces. That's like that's normal. But if you're outside sweating a lot, doing a lot of exercise, that kind of stuff, you need to be drinking more.
Yeah, it looked like somebody sprayed me with a hose the other day because I was sweating so much.
And that's not even it's just saying like you're staying well hydrated when you're sweating a lot, but also that it's hot. That's how your body cools off, is through sweat. So if you're not sweating and you're outside, that's some warning signs that you need to get hydrated. You need to get out of the heat.
Yeah. So does it matter if it's like ice cold water or just kind of like room temperature? Does that kind of stuff matter?
It depends. Like if you're getting to the point of like heat exhaustion, your body temperature is getting really hot, you're not cooling off, you're starting to, blood pressure's increasing, heart rate's increasing, starting to have signs of heat exhaustion, then you don't want ice cold water because that will literally shock your system. So like you still want water or like, get out of the heat. But don't do ice cold right away.
It's like tap water.
Right. So something that's just going to like get you hydrated.
Very nice.
And also, if you're sweating a lot, then you need to start drinking the electrolyte drinks, electrolyte powders. Want a Gatorade. I don't prefer Gatorade just because it has a lot of sugar and a lot of artificial colors in it. I prefer more, Body Armor is a good one. They're more natural sugars, colors, that kind of stuff. Liquid IV is a good one. If you have a water bottle, you can just put that in there.
Nice.
Stuff like that. Because if you're sweating a lot, you're losing a lot of the nutrients. And if you're just drinking water, then you actually can be, too low in your, sodium, potassium levels, and that can cause more problems. So that's where it's like if you're outside a lot, sweating, exercise, that kind of stuff, you need to make sure you're staying well hydrated, but also incorporating those electrolyte drinks.
Very nice. We're going to do a little sneak preview of next week as well, because you said you get to talk to a bunch of youngins. So we're going to chat a little more about that next week. But what is this thing you're going to be doing next week?
Yeah, so on Friday at 10 a.m., next Friday, not this coming Friday, next Friday at the Tea Play Place. So it's a new business in Tea. They basically have an indoor playroom area. It's probably bigger than my office, and my office is 1,600 square foot. I think they said they were over 3,000. So it's this huge indoor area for your kids to play. And it's, it's air conditioned. There's a lot of different types of toys. They do have an outdoor area as well. So like when the weather's nice, you can be playing outdoors, but they do a lot of classes and bring in activities for the kids. It's $8 for kids to play. And I think that's per hour. Maybe it's for 4 hours. I don't remember what the breakdown was, but they also do classes. So on next Friday, I'm going to actually be there doing a class on chiropractic for kids.
That's awesome.
Maybe you've been wondering, more information about how does chiropractic help kids, or my kid has this problem going on. Can chiropractic help me? I've always wanted to, ask these questions, or I don't know what to do. I don't know what to look for. The class is free for all parents and adults that want to attend.
Nice.
If kids want to play, it would be $8 for the kids to play.
Nice. And that's next Friday, not this Friday. But we'll talk more about it next week. But we were chatting about that. I'm excited. That's going to be really neat.
Yeah, it's a fun experience just to get to chat. It's like 45 minutes of talking with like a 15 minutes Q&A. So really get to listen more about, what chiropractic is, how it's going to help kiddos with all these different things.
Bring some tough questions for her.
And then, if you've ever had questions that you're like, I'd want to have these questions answered, I don't know who to ask, great opportunity to just come ask some questions.
Maybe I'll be there planted in the audience. I just look like wearing a fake mustache so they don't know it's me. Ask you a bunch of easy questions.
Oh, you're going to say hard questions.
No, I think it'll be really cool. So that's next Friday. If people would like to connect with you, maybe reach out with questions, or if they would say, hey, you know what, I really would like to start having my healthcare taken care of at Balanced Life Chiropractic and let you guys be the ones in charge around here and help me out. How do they get a hold of you?
They can reach us at our Facebook page at Balanced Life Chiropractic, or they can give us a call at 605-215-1785. Really just starts with the conversation, finding out what we can do. And if you're interested in more information about that upcoming talk, we did post it to our Facebook.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, June 7th, 1943, Sioux Falls' favorite son, Joe Foss, has his face on the cover of the internationally circulated Post magazine. Joe was home on leave after his first tour of duty in the Pacific Theater of World War II, when he had just shot down 26 enemy aircraft, making him the ace of World War II pilots. He was also recovering from an ongoing bout with malaria. While home, Foss met with the president and was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his heroics in the war. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, June 7th, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets traded within a tight range Tuesday while investors wait for the June FOMC policy announcement. It's scheduled for next Wednesday and will determine the next big move for equities. Given the acceleration of inflation in recent data, the FOMC will likely be hawkish in its stance, but it may not hike rates again. The risk is the new CPI data due out the day before the release. The CPI may confirm the acceleration of inflation and lead the FOMC to surprise the market. Either way, the economy is in a new normal that will dominate the S&P 500 action for years. The key level to watch on the S&P 500 is 4,300. That is the top of a critical resistance zone that has capped gains for over a year now. If the market can rise above this level, it will probably retest the all-time high. Moving up to a new all-time high is another matter, though, and that may not happen, given the odds of a recession have risen above 70% and are still rising. You can get the inside track at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.